Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a Fate characters tier list. Of course, tier lists are always really freaking popular, but I saw this one because I was just bored and I was browsing Tier Maker and I was just making my own tiers. And I thought, you know what? This is perfect. Why haven't I done this before? Everybody knows that I'm like this huge Fate fanatic. Why not? Why not do my own Fate character tier list? So I think this was different before, but I added in 2 tiers of tiers I don't know, and of course, as always, the throw into the volcano tier that's in all the tier list videos I do. There's going to be some that I don't know because some of these characters are from Apocrypha, which I have seen a couple episodes of, but not the whole things. All right, so these are all the Fate Apocrypha characters I don't know because I haven't exactly seen Fate Apocrypha in full yet, which if you guys want me to do a Fate Apocrypha video, make sure to leave a comment below and leave a like on the video. But we're going to start with, let's start with Ryder. I love Ryder. This is, of course, Fate Zero Ryder. This is Alexander the Great. Absolutely amazing character. His relationship with Waver is, we'll just say, it doesn't waver. You know what I'm saying? I think Ryder, for Fate Zero, he's an S tier, but in this overall list, I can't just put characters in S tier all the time, so I'm going to put him in A tier, at least for now, at least until we get more people onto the list. Next up is, I believe her name is Anna? I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen Grand Order in a bit, but this is, I mean, a pretty solid character in my opinion. There's nothing really to hate about her. She has a pretty cool role in Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. But at the same time, I think I'm going to put her in C tier. And I want you guys to know that I use my tiers very fairly, in my opinion. I use the whole thing. I don't, put everybody in S and A and all the people that I hate in B and C and D. No, that's not the way it works. You'll know if I hate something. That's why there is a throw into a volcano. So even if it's a D tier, like I probably won't hate that character. So we're gonna put her in C. Let's skip Ryder, or let's skip Archer for now. Let's go to Assassin, Fake Assassin, or True Assassin, or it's complicated. Either way, Assassin, Kojiro, what's his name? Either way, pretty interesting character. If you don't know, search up his history. Not many people know about who he really is. Like, a lot of his story is lost to actual history. But he doesn't really have much of a role in the Fate series. He's kind of just there to be killed by Saber or somebody at random. So, I mean, I like this character, but I'm gonna have to put him in C tier. Because he's, he is what it is. Oh my god, Astolfo Memes. Who doesn't love the Astolfo Memes? They're so great. He can steal my heterosexuality anytime. I'm putting him in A tier. Honestly, I used to think the fact that Astolfo was in the role he was in Apocrypha, I used to think that was kind of stupid. I thought they kind of ruined the character. I don't even care anymore that he's a trap at this point. I just really like Astolfo. I think he's one of the more standout characters in Fate Apocrypha from what I've seen so far. Every time he's on screen, he kind of demands attention. And honestly, he's just a really fun character outside of the fan servicey stuff, which kind of, with the Fate series, you have to look past. Diarmuid, I think is how to pronounce it. Diarmuid, one of my favorite deaths in Fate Zero of all time. I actually, at the time of this recording, rewatched last night that episode of Fate Zero. I think it's season 2, episode 4, where Lancer is forced to kill himself because of what Kiritsugu did. So I want to put him in S tier. If this was just a Fate Zero tier list, he would be in the S tier. No doubt. There is no doubt in my mind about that. Since this is not a Fate Zero tier list, I'm going to put him in A tier because I think that's where he belongs. Davinci. Davinci is... she's a fine character. In my opinion, though, her best moments are in Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia, and everything else I can kind of go without. And she's cool, like, she's cute, she's really cute, but D tier, that's for sure. And Kingu, whatever million different names this guy has, great character. Really love this character. The only thing that I dislike about this character is the fact he's not in the series more. So for now, I think I'm going to put him in B tier though, because I don't think he stands up with Ryder, Astolfo, or the Armud. So, the Armud? Whatever. Ereshkigal, the one of the Ren faces. I like Ereshkigal quite a bit. I think Ereshkigal is a lot of fun. She's goofy at times, but she adds, I think, a whole lot to the dynamic of a lot of the characters in Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. And once again, I'm feeling the same temperature here as, you know, I'm feeling with Enkidu. I'm gonna put her in the B tier. I think she's that solid. Then we have Berserker of Red, I want to say. I forget her, Frankenstein, right? Frankenstein's Bride? Something, I can't remember. Someone please put it in the comments below. Fader Moon, if you're watching this video, help me out. Help a brother out, Fader. If you don't know who Fader Moon is, one of the biggest Fate fans that I know on the entire internet. But, so, for Bazaka, she's cute. She's really cute. That's the standout feature that I've noticed with her thus far. But once again, cute doesn't cut it. And this is one of the only characters I know from Apocrypha. So I'm going to put this one in don't know. I think that's fair because if not, I would put her in D tier. And I don't want to get people angry. So I'm going to put her in don't know. Oh, we got 3 Gilgameshes right here. We got 0 Gilgamesh. Well, this is not 0 Gilgamesh. This would be UBW Gilgamesh. Which is just normal Gilgamesh. He's just so fucking cool. I have to put all of Gilgamesh in S tier. Because I don't know what it is about this character in particular in the Fate series that is... There's just something about him that I really love. And every time he shows up, you know shit's gonna go down. You know he's a special character. He kind of goes in S tier. And plus, you know, in Heaven's Feel, when Sakura eats Gilgamesh... Whew! Did not expect that to happen whatsoever. Amazing. Then we have... we have Castor. Oh, A tier. I think this is an easy A tier. Castor from Fate Zero is one of the most scariest anime characters in all of Fate. And he has like a really cool... He has a really cool jump scare moment, I think, in my opinion, in Fate Zero. And I don't want to ruin it for you guys if you don't know what I'm talking about, but look out for it. It's really awesome. And he's so evil and insane that it almost becomes wholesome in some sense. I know the fandom really likes to present this guy as some wholesome guy, but he's really not. He's really not. Assassin, again. Honestly, I like this character quite a bit, but I don't know enough about this character, even though I've seen all the Heaven's Feel films, and I'm inclined, much like Davinci, to put Assassin in the D tier. And I think that's totally fair, because, well, like for the reasons I mentioned, really. That's kind of it. Bazaka, dude, Berserker's freaking awesome. I love Berserker. I think Berserker could be an S tier character, because of the fights. The fights that Berserker has with Saber are something to die for. And the fight he has with Shiro in Heaven's Feel, once again, and Archer, and Rin, something to die for. But as a character himself, I think that just knocks him down into the A tier, for me at least. Elias Viel von Einsburn. I love Elia so much. It's really weird. I initially started out, I didn't really think much of Elia. But somewhere along the line where I started watching more and more Fate, starting learning more about the series, and forgetting more about it because it's so expansive, Elia became a character that really, I don't know, like, I just love her relationships with all of the other characters. I think that's what makes her stand out. She has all of these ties, all these connections to different eras and different series, Fate series. And it's just... It's really hard because I feel like she needs to go in the A tier. But because I love Elia so much, because I'm so invested in her character, for me, I think this one's just for me, I'm going to put her in S tier. Then we have Iris Veil, which is Elia's mother, and the cup, as they say. Iris Veal is a great character, a great supporting character. Served her role perfectly within the overall story of Fate Zero, and it was really tragic what happened to her and what happened to Ilya and, you know, her relationship with Kiritsugu. But at the same time, it made her character really good. And I think she's the definition of a really good character, but in terms of the overall, this overall tier list, I think a B is good for her. Then we have Ishtar, another Rin face. I think she goes in A tier. I think this is an easy one to put in the A tier, for the simple fact that she's much like Ereshkigal, has a lot of those same, that same energy, but she has more of an important role in Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia, and I mean, she's a great character. She's a great character, and I think she deserves that A tier. We have Jack the Ripper. I don't like this character's design, so I'm going to throw it into a volcano. That's the only reason. Mordred's master, I forget his name, but he's in Lord El Meloy, and I think he was really cool in Lord El Meloy. I think he's just a C tier character, really, honestly. Tokio Mitosaka, I believe this is who this is. It looks like him. Once again, another supporting character in Fate Zero, father of Tosaka and Sakura, or Rin and Sakura, I should say. Had a really, really fucked up way of going out in Fate Zero. He was pretty much just tortured the whole damn time, and at the end, nothing came about it. It was all for naught. It was just him being tortured and used until he died. I think that's another C tier character. Really cool story, but overall, kind of forget about him a little bit. Cainith. I like Cainith quite a bit. I think Cainith is really cool, especially in Lord El Meloy, where he's not really in it, but his presence is felt throughout through the character of Waver. So, I mean, for me, in my opinion, I would put Cainith in the B tier. I think he is a very suitable character. He's also he's a psychopath. His relationship with his Sola U, what he kills a man, kills multiple men. Just like, for example, in season 4 or season 2, episode 4 of Fate Zero, the guy literally shoots a priest after he gets his command spell back. It's insanity. Soichiro, what the fuck's his name? Either way, this guy fights Saber, okay? He uses hand-to-hand combat to fight Saber. That's C tier. Otherwise, the character is, honestly, I couldn't really care much for him, in my opinion. Then we have, I forget his actual name. Shit. Bazaka. It's the other Berserker from Fate Zero. Really cool fight scene with the jets. It comes out of nowhere. It doesn't really make much sense in my opinion, but I really enjoyed it, and it was just happening. So, but I'm gonna put it in C tier. Just because, I could go without. Oh god, I forget her name as well. God, she's like one of the best characters in Fate Zero. I love this character. Really harkens back to something of like a character you'd see in the Garden of Sinners or something like that. Really great character. A tier. I want to be fucking real. This character is badass. She's just a regular old human, man, and she is able to do what she does by just placement. Just by placing herself in the correct ways and being really strategic and smart. It's really good stuff. We'll save Lancer and Mash for a little later. Caster is fine. Honestly, fine. There's nothing really that I hate about Caster. She just kind of dies a lot. She just gets demolished quite a bit, and that's really her purpose. She's kind of the villain until the real villain arrives. B tier. She's cool. I like her. Raida from UBW, from the main Stay Night series, media, as we call her. Great character. I'm putting her in A tier. Love Ryder to death. Love her to death and then some. Just a really cool character. Honestly, I like her. I forget what her weapons were called, but I like her weapons. I think her fighting style is quite unique, and she's just a lot of fun. Merlin from Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. I'm gonna put him in B tier because while he has a big role in the series. He's just not in it a lot. He's not in it enough for me to rank super highly, but I do love the character and I know the significance of this character. So, I think that's fair. Sazuri Senpai, D tier. I'm not going to rank a side character in a very high role on this tier list, but I do like Sazuri Senpai all the same. She's great. Who doesn't love her? Mordred, Morchan. I haven't seen enough of Apocrypha, but I do love me some Mordred, and she's also a Saberface, so I think that, put her in the A tier. I like her character. Then we have girl, Nero. Didn't like her anime that much. Her character is very mischievous, kind of promiscuous in some ways. Like, she's a very weird. I'm going off the Fate Extella video game, Umbral Star, that I've been playing for a hot minute, and I don't know, a C tier. I'll put her in C. I know that's gonna make people angry, but I'm not. It's just because I don't know enough, but I know enough, if that makes sense, to give her an actual ranking on this list. So that may be one I go back in the future when I learn more about her. This character I forgot to put in don't know. Yes, I don't know her. Jeanne d'Arc. You guys know how much I love Jeanne d'Arc. I'm pretty sure at this point, of all of my YouTube community tab posts that I've made. Subscribe and ring the bell to get those, by the way, because I make a post every day and you guys should really, really, really subscribe and ring the bell for that. A tier. Jeanne d'Arc is in an easy A tier. I don't think she's an S tier, just for the simple fact that I haven't seen enough for her. But I do love me some Jeanne d'Arc. That's for sure. Caster's Master in Fate Zero. I hate this kid. I'm gonna throw this kid into a volcano. I just don't like him. I hate him. I think he's big. He's big dumb. And as well, Shinji Mato. He can die. He could die terrible, awful deaths. Fujine. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah, Fujine. C tier. That's an easy C tier character. Just great. Like a C tier in the most positive way you can put a character in C tier. Oh wait, no, this is Tosaka. This is Tokio Mitosaka, or is it? I forget these two identities. I'm just gonna consider them the same person. I'm gonna say like these two are just the same people, and if you tell me that they're different people, if you tell me these two have different names and they're not the same people, I'm actually gonna cry. So please don't shatter my reality. Ushiwakamaru in her dumbass outfit. If you see my Fate Iceberg video, you should go check it out. But I like Ushi. I like her personality. I think she's adorable. I think she's really badass at times. She has a really great scene, a lot of great scenes, and Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. But that outfit, man, I cannot do it. I gotta put her in the D tier. I gotta give her the D. I cannot. It's just her outfit is so bad. I'm sorry. I hate it. I'm gonna consider everything I've seen of Waver, not just in Fate Zero. I'm gonna consider what I've seen in Lord El Meloy and some other stuff that I've read about him. I think this character is an easy A tier. Waver is, maybe I'm overvaluing Waver, maybe even valuing him. Holy shit. But I love him. I think he's great. Zoken, throw into a volcano. Why would they do that? Why? He's just a bad person, and I'm glad Sakura annihilates him. In Heaven's Feel, because he absolutely deserves it. He's just an evil guy, an evil old man. Very old, by the way. Speaking of Sakura, though, let's go ahead and rank Sakura. I own a figure of Sakura. I don't know, maybe a picture will be up on of it right now. You can follow me on Twitter for sure, and I'll post a picture of it at SeaTacticsYT. Links in the description for all my social media platforms. But I love Sakura. Like, oh, Sakura's the best. Have we not seen Sakura? She says senpai a lot. That's why we love Sakura here. It's not because I have a senpai fetish. Also just because I love her relationship with Ren Tosaka. I love her relationship with Shiro. And of course Zoken, and how all of her character really ties into a lot of much darker, much more deeper lore in the Fate universe. But as well, she absolutely fucking demolishes Gilgamesh, and I think she deserves to be in the A tier because she doesn't have much of a role in the first two, though she does kill Gilgamesh. So that would, and she has the only really good, honestly, film series in the Fate universe. But I would situate her somewhere in between S and A. So I'm gonna put her at the top of A. I think that's what I'll do. I'll put her at the top of A. I think that's fair. Even though I love Sakura and I am biased, it's just she's not really that, she's not integral to Stay Night or UBW like at all. Let's go with her better half, Shiro and Miya. Y'all gotta be nicer to Shiro, okay? Shiro is not some generic shonen pro tag. I'm gonna go with my full Fate knowledge that I have, playing the visual novels, watching all the anime, reading up about him. He's an S tier. He's an S tier character. He's extremely complex. He's basically he's the best character in the series. Typically, when it goes right, typically he is the best character in the series. I'm talking about their respective series. So like in UBW or Stay Night or Heaven's Field, typically speaking, the guy has some of the best writing. And I am going off visual novel here and Heaven's Field. But considering how they borked his character in UBW, and to a kind of lesser extent in Stay Night, I think he's great though. I'm just considering all my Fate knowledge, so I know a little bit more than most people. Most people are not going to read the VN. Let's rank Ren Tosaka. This is a tough one. Tosaka's got to be S tier, right? She's great. She carries. Honestly, I put her at the very top so far. She carries the 2006 anime for one, and then just completely disappears out of nowhere. She's amazing in UBW. She's pretty great in Heaven's Field. And not only that, but in the visual novels, she's even better in most of the routes. She's everything. She teaches Shiro magic. She's like this mentor kind of girl towards him, but at the same time they have this really nice relationship with one another where you can really tell there's a lot of really great chemistry between the two in terms of their writing, but as well romantically. She's also just badass. Like, she's the Guyver of the Fate series, like she can pull out a bunch of magical jewels and throw them at Berserker and almost die, but still be able to have an opening for Saber to defeat Berserker. I mean, there's just great moments with Ren in most of the Fate series. She's great. So I think she's a real utility character, and because of that, I think she deserves to be ranked very highly. We're gonna go next with Lancer. We're gonna go with the Lancer Archer combo here. We're gonna rank these two because I love Ku. I love him a lot. Cause he gets fucked over in every one of the series. I want to put him at A, but then I think, well, that's by design, and it makes you like this character so much. He has a great role in UBW as well. His relationship with Tosaka is hilarious, and at the same time maybe a little bit problematic, if we're going by today's laws. So, but he has this great feud with Archer. He killed Shiro. I mean, how many people can say they killed Shiro? Nobody. Only Lancer. S tier. S tier. He's got to be S tier. Gotta be. Then we have, let's go with MASH. We haven't ranked MASH yet. MASH is, I don't know what it is about MASH. Maybe it's because she's this really cute character or whatever, but I just think she's so adorable. You know? Like, maybe I need to touch grass, but I'm gonna put her in A tier. I think she's an A tier character. She's really good. She's really good. Her role in Fate Grand Order, of what I've seen so far, it's really interesting. I think her character is just fascinating. Now let's go with Archer. Come on, S tier. In fact, I put Archer right up there below Rin. Archer is by far one of the most superior servants in terms of his writing and who he is, his identity, and the way the twist with his character works, and how in every single route he goes through, his character evolves, has some sort of different trait or how his character kind of progresses. Not very good in Stay Night. I think he dies fairly early on in Stay Night, and he doesn't really have much of a role, by the way, in Stay Night. But UBW, obviously amazing. Really just set this character apart from most of the characters in Fate. And as well, his role in Heaven's Feel is phenomenal, shocking, one could say, and heartbreaking in another way. Well, you can say that about UBW as well. Really good stuff. We're going to go with Kotomine Kirei, Mapo Tofu, S tier. This guy works on just the way his presence is. I think for me, in terms of just the weirdness of the character, as well, just the hatred he has for people, I put him in S tier. I like the character quite a bit. I know in Stay Night he doesn't have really much of a good role, but Fate Zero really makes this character shine. One of the best characters easily. And his better half, Kiritsugu, S tier. S tier. The main characters in Fate Zero are they're phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And the same goes for Kirei. Kirei is a one-of-a-kind character. Kirei and Kiritsugu are just one-of-a-kind characters. If you haven't seen Fate Zero, literally watch it just for Kirei and Kiritsugu. Great characters, honestly. And then, next up we have Saber, and you guys know. I'm biased, okay? I'm biased. I am a Saber simp. I'm gonna put her at the very top, S tier, because I love Saber. I think she's great, and she's the best because she's the best. Because I think she's my favorite character out of all the Fate characters, easily. So I'm going to put her at the very top. Deal with it, I think. No, please don't go. Please don't dislike the video. Please don't dislike the video. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. But I have to put her at the top S tier at the very top. So that's it. That's my Fate character tier list. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to check out all the ways that you can hashtag support the SeaTactics. Patreon, Twitter, follow me there. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me here. Subscribe, ring the bell. Make sure to like the video. All that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. The next tier list video. What do you guys want me to do for the next tier list video? I'm interested to hear what you guys want to see. See you guys next one. Bye-bye.